are we in the stream? I hope the voice is audible and background is clear. Okay, we need to reduce the desktop sound. Wait. Yeah, that should do, I guess. So hi everyone, welcome. So today is the 11th video, and today we are planning to complete the alarm thing. So in the last live, we were really stuck. We tried very hard, we could not. So I found a way. Okay, I found a way how our alarm manager can listen to changes, and it will not impact even if the item is disposed. Okay. So how do we do that? How do we do that is this. Let me show you. In the main, right, first we declare, let me show you the working of it. Okay, so if you see the emulator, right, let me bring up. So we have 3 timers: boil milk, test 2, test 3, and the boil milk has 10 seconds, 11 second and 12 second timer, right? So let me restart the app. Okay, the app is restarted, and let's go here, go timer, and click on boil milk. See, and I have some logging, so the timer is running. Okay, and when it completes, this should again change the button, right? See, the button is changed. We can even trigger for 3 of them also. See, we have triggered 3 alarms, and they should be completed one after another. First this one, then this, then this. Okay, let's wait. Okay, this is done. This is also done, and this is also done. So it's working. So how did we make it work? Even if you close it, right, and open it, and if you close it, still it will work. Okay, let me show you. So it's running in the background, right? And when you open, the button should go into the play thing, right, instead of stop. Open it. See, it's gone, right? So how did we make this work is, let me go through the code of it. First is we declare the receive port. So we need the receive port, right, so that the isolate on the background and our main port can talk to each other. That is how we are listening to the stream there. So we declare in the global scope. Then we first we need to remove if there is one. Okay, so if there is any dangling alarm manager that was already created before. So if I don't do this, then what happens is it's listening, but I don't get the results. Okay, it seems like it's listening to different isolate itself. So I try to remove the port naming. Then I register the one. I register with the same port that's in the global, and we name it as alarm manager. We'll always name it alarm manager, so that when we remove it, right, it works with this. Okay, this is what we do. After this, now this is getting registered, right? Now let's go to the view of it, where we run the alarm, right? So let me take you through the one second. Give me a second, guys. Okay. So let me take you when we set the alarm, right? So here when we click on the button, then we set a one-shot alarm, right? So what does one shot do? The future function schedule say one shot timer to run callback after a time. right? So, and this is the callback that we run, right? So we need to provide a callback so that when the alarm is completed, what is the callback that should get triggered, right? So in the callback, if you see, ignore this logging and all these things. So what we do is, this callback will only run when the alarm is done, okay? So that when it ends, and it can pass the unique ID to it. So what we do is, it's not the best way, but since we can't have access to the key, right? What we do is we try to go through all the keys, and we see if the unique ID matches with the value of it. If it matches, then we make it as false, okay? But when it's false, then what we do is, let me make this here, okay? Then we need now we need to communicate, right? So because this is an isolate, this is not in our main. In a main, it's not running on the main app, right? It's running on different isolates. So we try to look up the port name that we already registered in the main, right? This one we registered with the name alarm manager, right? So we'll try to look for this and it will find, okay? When it finds, then we'll try to send the data to it. So we can send any data. For now I'm sending 1 2 3 just to show you. We can send any data, and when it sends, right, now someone needs to keep listening on this port, right? So that when it sends, you need to receive the data. So for this, what we did is we created a state notifier, okay? And so this is so that it returns globally. So whoever is using this state notifier, right, can change the state of it. So what we do in the constructor of it, we start listening to the port. If you see this support, and we'll import this port. If you see from the main, right, this one, we import the port directly from here, right? So we listen to it, and whenever it listens, if there is any data, right, then what it does, it updates the local status. The local status we did in the previous video only, right? In the local status, what it does is it preloads the preferences, and it will update our state by adding this local status to it, right? So let me show you if it works or not. So here, right, so let's not pass this, and let's pass, let's go together, okay? Let's pass the name of our channel, and in the log we should see this. Reload the page, and we'll only look for log, okay? And go there. Say it started listening to the port, right? So why did it start here is because if you see the timer, right, in the here, we are listening for this. We are listening for this, right? We're not using it, but we're listening to it. So I'm thinking of putting this also inside the timer itself. But yeah, let me see once if we can fit this. If we can fit, then that's the best thing that will happen, okay? I think we can. So if we put this ref.watch, right, but if you do ref.watch, if it changes, then this timer list will get called once again, right? Okay, for now let's see this. So it keeps watching on this. So now if I set up at this one, right, if you see it started, okay, it called all of this, and these are the data. You should be looking for something called let's code together, because we said it, right, on the callback. See, you received data, let's go to. That means it was listening, and it's done, and it got this data. So our alarm manager is working fine. Now what we are thinking is, if you try to put this inside the timer itself, let's see if it works, okay? So the provider, if on the build method we directly put this watch for this, don't use it. Let's see, run this. Okay, we did not get any error, and open up this. It's listening the port because we opened up this, and if you click on this, it is not running 1 second, right? It will run only once. And yeah, you receive the data and everything is working as it should. Okay, yeah, we don't need to put this in the UI. You can directly put on this build method. Okay, that is working. So if you do here, do we then even need this? Do we even need this? I don't think so. So what this will do is it will listen for this, right? It will listen in the reference of it, and the timer, it will keep listening for this. What if we do this instead of putting it here, right? What if we put this on the here itself? So when you build, it start listening for something, then do this. Okay, let's reload this page and see if it works. Okay, we get no error. We open, we close, we get nothing. But when we open this, we don't get anything. Error, no error, no error. Click on this and it's working. Off this. So this should give us the data should be received, right? That if the data is received with let's code together, that means it's working. So alarm is fired, we get this and it's fine. Let's click once again and let's wait here itself. Okay, this should change automatically. That's it. Okay, it's working. So we don't even need this we don't even need this timer notifier. We don't need this. Okay, and let's go to the views. From the views we have already removed, I guess. We have removed. Okay, so this is working. So the alarm thing is already working now. Now what we need to, now we'll get a new package, that is notification. So what we want, that whenever you get this, right, now it shows the log, right? We don't want to put in the log. We want that it should receive a local notification, right? It should show a local notification that your time up, and either put up a sound or put it in mute. Okay, that's it. So for hello, I hope I'm audible, right? So there is disconnection. Let's see. So yeah, what I was saying is, this part is done, right? The alarm part is done. But what we want, we don't want to put in the log, right? So we want that when the alarm is done, completed, right? That means the time is correct, like it matches the time. We'll show up a notification saying the timer is up, or we'll try to put up a sound or any music to it. Okay. So let's see what are the packages available in the Flutter, and we'll pick the one. We'll try to pick the one that is Flutter favorite or close to Flutter and that is well maintained. Okay. Hi Siraj. So let's bring up Chrome and go to pub.dev and we'll search for notification. Okay, notification. Let's see what are the package that we get. Android notification. Android notification. So plugin for tracking notification. No. So we don't have a notification package or what? Let's search here. Notification package Flutter. It says Flutter local notification. Yes, we want on the local only. Okay, there is one. It has almost 6,300 likes. So that is a, and if you see it's well maintained also, right? 5 days ago, and it's Flutter favorite also. So we can use this. First, let's go through the example to see what are the things we need to do. First, let's see the README. Okay. So across platform for displaying local notification. Given okay. Supported platform. It supports Android. It says here, and let's see how to set this up. Okay, this is a screenshot. Yes, we want something like this. So when our alarm is set, right, we want the notification like this. Okay, this is the Android setup. Before proceeding, please make sure you are using the latest version of the plugin. Yes, we'll be using current one. Not that there have been difference in the, okay. Application that set notification should pay close attention to the Android section of the README since Android 14 has brought about some behaviors. Okay, Gradle setup version 10 plus on plugin now relies on this. Okay, so we need to go to Android app build.gradle and to see the link on this for details, but the main parts needed in the Github file will be. Let's see if what is not matching, and we'll try to match that. Okay. So let me bring up the VS Code once again. So what we need is we need to go to Android, then build, then Android app, then this one, right? So we need to go to Android app build.gradle and it says we need to go to Android default config. Okay, this is the default config. And multi-dex enabled default config. We need to enable multi-dex. We'll be just following whatever is on the guide. Okay, we will not be thinking too much like. So it says put this on default. Okay, we have set this up, multi-dex enabled, and then we need to compile options. Select to enable support for the new language APIs. To search for something called compile options. Default config. This is the compile options, and source and target. Okay, we need something called this. This on code library disgearing enabled. I really have no idea like what we are doing, but yeah. And in the dependencies, I need to put something like this. So go to, after the Android, we need to go to dependencies. Where is dependencies? We don't have dependencies. We need to put dependencies. So I'm taking it from the guide if you're wondering, right? So in the Chrome we saw the in the it's called Flutter local notifications, right? So here we need to put this line dependencies. Okay, that is done. Then let me go back through Chrome again. So we have copied this. So we have copied up to this. Now we need to, let's read this. Note that the plugin uses Android Gradle 7.3.1 to leverage functionality. So the error on the safe side, application should aim to use the same version at a minimum. Using a higher version also needed as point and Studio bounded a new version of the will only work with Gradle 7.3 or higher. This main part will be something like this. So we want build Gradle to be greater than 7.3.1. Let me see what we're using. This will be Android build.gradle. Okay. Let me see on mine. Android and build script. The build script, it needs to be dependencies. This one, right? Should be an issue with Flutter itself, not the plugin. One possible fix is adding window manager library as a dependencies. Okay, so let me put the dependency in the build script. One second. What's going on? Can I the following based on which application needs? One second. So I put that in the build set with this one class path. Then we need to do the plugin also require the minimum compile xjk in application gradle file is set to 34 at minimum. So inside the Android we need to put compile SDK. Minimum SDK version for SDK 34. One second. That should be for us, and here it's in the Android manifest XML setup. So previously the plugin will specify all the permission record all of the features that the plugin support and is on Android manifest available and it will do the same. Since version 16 of the plugin will on. Now only specify the bare minimum and this post notifications and private permission for others. The app needs functionality. Please complete the following in your app. The following changes are needed. To schedule notification, the following changes are needed. So we need to put this in the Android manifest.xml, right? Let's go to Android. In the manifest we need to put this. Receive boot complete. Okay, we already have this permission, so we don't need this. And since we did this permission on the alarm thing, okay, if the app requires editing notification with exact timing and schedule exact alarm, I think we did this also. Yes, we did this also, and call the request on permission express beta. Okay. And specify the following between the application tag so that the plugin can actually show the schedule notification. Okay, let's copy this and put it between applications. So we need to put this. So we have done this to use full screen intent. So we'll not go with this for now. To use notify action, specify receive between the API. So we need this also because we need actions, right? And so exported action broadcast receiver. Okay, so we have done this. Developer can refer to the example apps and manifest to LC1 and result main loop. Okay, do not the example app covers all the plugin supported functionality, so we'll request more permission. Okay, from Android 13 level onward, app now have the ability to display prompt. User can decide. Okay, and application can call the following code to request the permission with the request permission with the associated with Android level. That is Android implementation of the plugin. Intervention should be added as a drawable resource. The example project code shows how to set. Okay, when specifying full screen, we don't know. Then okay, as setup we don't have to see. So go stimulation and double check that you have configured the application correctly. Okay, we don't have to do this also. This is also for Mac. The first step is to create a new instance of the plugin class and initialize with a setting to use for each platform. Okay, now we'll be following the example. Okay, the setup is done, I guess. Let's see if the app works. Okay, let's see. Let's download the local notification. What was the name of this? One second, let me take up the name. Flutter local app. And let's try to download this and put this Flutter local notifications. Okay. It's done. So now we need to the emulator, right? Since it's a new package and there was change in the builder, Gradle and Android manifest also, it's better to restart the app from new. Okay. The reload would also have been doing it fine, but still, let's see. So I need to clear this, go to debug. Okay, this already failed. It says cannot resolve external dependency because no repository are defined required by project. Where did we put this? Okay, let's remove it for now. Let's make it working first and then we'll see if we can fix anything. Run 1 second. Okay, it's launching. Sorry. Just taking time because I think it's trying to get those things right, like we define on the dependencies. So we will have to wait, and during this waiting time, let's go through the docs of it. Okay. So let's go to the example and see how it works. First, we need to get the package. That's fine. Then we need to create an instance of Flutter plugin. Streams are created so that the app can respond to notification-related events, and the plugin is initialized in the main function. Okay. So it's trying to create a broadcast so that there can be multiple listeners. And the method channel platform. What is this? Dexter.flutter locals. I don't know what this is, but yeah, let's see. Then we need the port name, notification send port. So it's defining how the notification, what are the details required in the notification, right? One second. I think we missed a step here, but it says this one. The be searching the result of Flutter app collection under 12 and above. One second. Okay, seems like it's built, but first let's go through. let's go through the example first. Okay, let's see the example how it works, then we'll go to the others. So then it creates a class for its receive notification so that accessing becomes easy. Okay, it is the idea, title, body, payload. Then in a notification action, it's triggers a URL launch event. Okay, app navigation event. Online code on its own won't work as there is setup required for its from head project. Please download the complete example from GitHub repository. Okay. This is like the same isolated thing that we did on alarm also, right? It's on the VM entry point. Okay. So it's trying to get the details first, then initialization settings, Android app icon. Okay. It's a lot, they're doing lot of things actually. So how do you just do it for Android and don't think of other things? Okay, let's see. So you need to initialize. Okay, that much we know. Initialization settings will be here. On date receive notification, okay. So need to request permission for that. And I'm going to do this too. Then we are listening. Okay, it's lot of things. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's first work on initializing it so that the initialization is done, then we'll see another thing. Okay, we need to get this up to here. Okay, before the run app, this needs to be there. So let me go to VS Code and close this for now. And on the main, before run app, we need to do this, right? So first is let's get the notification package. One second. Let's get the package here. Okay, this is done. This should remove some errors. So it's a Flutter Notion plugin, right? So one second, let's see this. Give me a second. I'll pick it from there and show it here. Okay, I'm not sharing this thing now for now. As it's too much of code and you may get confused. Even I'm getting a little bit. This is the global scope of thing. Okay, for now we are just following, so the best practice can be done later, but for now this is and thing, and remove all of this. We only need the Android part of thing for now. So what is this thing? I need to get this. So this is something like this. Okay. Then let's put const if you want set. We want to use it, not okay, initialization settings here, then select notification stream. Okay, so what is this thing now? So there are two there is a stream that I did this. Okay, let's see. Where did you initialize it? We initialize it somewhere here. I'll take up the comment also. Stream controller within the sync. Receive notification. Let's take up the class also for now. Ignore the code is getting dirty, I know that, but yeah, ignore that for now. Let's put up the things first, then I just want that we should start getting this notification running. Then we'll think of like what is the best way for our project, right? So what is the error now? This one, not navigation action ID and navigation action ID. Okay. So it says notification trigger the app navigation event. So let's put this also. So it needs this. Ignore, we will get to this. Okay, don't worry, we'll get to this. We'll just remove the error for now. Tab background. Then we need the pragma thing. These are all top level declaration. Okay, so that okay, so the initialization part of it's done, it seems. Then after the initialization is done, what do we do? So after this, give me a second, guys. Then we need to grant the permission. So it says on the init state, at least this things needs to be there. So what we'll do is on here, my home page, right? We'll put this in the init state. Let's declare the init state. And these are the function it needs. So let's pick up the functions also. Okay, and we can't just configure did receive local notification subject. Actions dialog. So we don't want to do anything. Just do a work print. Clicked on action. Okay, let's see. And here also we don't want to do anything. We want to put a debug here also. Okay, so any more errors? Yes, notification enabled platform. I think we'll get it from the service. .io. Okay, notification enabled is in the set state. So let's start putting set state also. We will be matching with river pod, and the state management will become easier. Don't have to think about that for now. We just want this notification to get started working. Okay, once it start working, then we'll go and we'll start editing and see how we can change things for us, right? This is done, and some things can be removed, like if it's iOS, we don't need this, right? We just need this much. It will only be for Android. If we are putting, we don't even need it, but let's say, and Okay, this much is done. Now one second. So I'm still going through the docs. Okay. Let's put it here. Okay, one second. So where is it using? And so id plus plus, but we haven't declared anything called id yet, right? So where did it get this id? One second, give me a second, please. Okay, seems like it's on the root level. Okay, let's put it on the root level. So now we need to call this show thing, right? So here, what we can do at the end, let's put an elevated button on the top actually, in the list view, sized box. Let's put elevated button on pressed. Windows show notification, and in the text show notification. Restart the app. Let's see if there is any log. Okay, there is one error. So it says invalid icon. The resource app icon could not be found. Please make sure it has been added as a drawable resource to your Android hat project. So let's see what the app icon is. So it says we need to put an app icon somewhere. Okay, let's see. I'll go to the. I'm going to their repository to see. Give me a second. So let me download their the image completely. Okay, so let me download it and bring it here. Give me a second. Just extracting the files. Okay, so we have brought this to folder here. The if you see the icons and the sound. Okay, and let's add this to the pubspec. Go to pubspec.yaml. Okay, so pubspec, this one, and go to Android Flutter assets. Okay, and just put this. And yes, this should put our assets and reload the page, and we should get both our assets and icons. Let's see if this time it recognizes the icons and reload the page once again. So it says the resource app icon could not be found. Please make sure it has been added as a drawable resource to your Android hat project. Where do we need to add this? That is what I'm not getting now. For initialization, we need to add the app icon. But we have added the icons, right? In the icons. And we have even put them in the pubspec.yaml also. Let's do one thing. Let's once completely bring down that emulator and run it once again. Let's see. Maybe it's not identifying that the new resources that we brought in, that we this one, right? We have the icons and the sound, and we have also added this to the pubspec terminal. If we go to the assets, right, you can see this. If it does not work, it will become hard for us to know what's wrong. The resource app icon could not be found. Please make sure that the enter drawable resource to your Android add project. App source and resource drawable. Okay, it needs to be in the drawable also. Let's see. Let me go to the Android app source main res deliver drawable. Okay, it needs to be here also, right? So 1 second. Let me put up those. Hi, Ahmed. Flutter notifications, go to Android. So what I'm doing is I'm going through their GitHub repository and trying to see if we can fix that thing. Res drawable. As a beginner, what should we can use Android Studio or Visual Studio? I would suggest use Android Studio. Android Studio is better. It's better than VS Code because VS Code you need to do a lot of setup. Okay, you need to get different type of extensions and things to work on. But I think Android Studio will give you everything built in since it's maintained by the Google guys, right? And Flutter is also they are the main maintainer of Flutter. So I think you'll have a first class support for Flutter and Android Studio. Please go with Android Studio. But once you're comfortable, right, and if you prefer VS Code, then yeah, you can just set up VS Code and it should work. Okay, we have brought up some things and let's restart the app once again. So what was the thing is like you need to bring up this app icon things. It still says it's let's close this once and do once again. So here, right in the drawable, if you see, you have the app icon. You need to put it here, it says. So I brought the icons from the repository. Yeah. So if you are learning Flutter, right, as a new, not an experience, I'm not an experience. If you're learning, if you have some issue, yes, you can hang out here and you can ask questions, and yeah, we can both learn from each other. I'm also learning. Okay, so it asks for permission because on the init we have these permissions, right? So let's allow. And now when you do store notification, that's it. That's what we want. That is what we want. So you get the sound also and you get the notification also, right? Interesting. So this is what we wanted to click once again. You get this. Okay, seems like it's working. And if you bring down this and clear all of them, yes, now we can go through what we did so that we can remove what we don't want and we get a better understanding how things are working, right? So it's working okay now. So let's see. Ahmed, I think that should not matter, like where I am from. I'm from India, okay? So let's see what are the things. First is it tried to get an instance of Flutter local notification plugin. I think we can make this as provider, okay? Can we make it? If we make it provider, will it become tough? I guess. Okay, let's not put. Let this be like the receive port. Let this be in the global scope, okay? And then it needs its ID. So this Y, we need to see this, okay? Then it creates a date receive local notification controller to streams. It says broadcast because it can have multiple listener, okay? Then it have receive notification that we understood because it needs to get some of the things, and these are the things that can be declared on a notification, okay? An action which triggers a notification action which triggers a navigation event, okay? So we need to see this also, like how is this helping us? This we know. This notification tab background, when you tap on it, right? So let's see once, like bring this up, clear this one. When you tap on it, it says clicked on action, right? So where is it written? Clicked on action. Clicked on action. Okay. So this is printing it. The debug print thing. We have it not reached there yet. So notification tab background. When it taps in the background, do we even get this log? Okay, let's not think of this log for now. Okay, this we have to see, okay? How is this helping? Okay. Then we have the main, okay, and in the main we have to initialize this, but first to get an app icon, this troubled us a bit. We have to put the app icon. I think this icon, let me do one thing. Let me reduce the volume of this so that you don't get don't trouble you. Okay, so when I click on this, you get this icon, right? So we have to set this icon in the app icon, and this needs to be a part of drawable. Why do I still get sound? You should not be getting sound, right? I have made this. Click on this 1 second. Okay, it's working now. Nope, I still get the sound. Okay, ignore that for now. Okay, so we need the app icon, then we need to get the setting, and this is the initialization. So what happens on the initialization is we need to get the initialization setting, okay, that we have declared, that I am understanding. Let's see. On receive, initialize the plugin. Call this method on application before using the plugin further. Will return a bool value to indicate if initialization success. On iOS, this is dependent on information has been granted to show notification. When running an environment, there is neither Android and iOS. Example, running a test. This will be a no op and return true. Okay. So this will return either true or false, it says. No, it won't return true. One second. So on did receive, it's a void function, okay, it does not have, but it has notification response to it. And what is notification response? Let's see what notification response is. Response type, ID, action, input, payload. Okay, we even created a class for it, right? This is the receiving things. So notification response type selected. Okay, response type indicates that the user has selected notification, indicates the user has selected notification. Action, and this will put this in the stream, select notification stream. So we created the stream here, right? Broadcast. Okay, and if it's selected notification action, still and notification action ID is equal to navigation action ID. What is, why do we use navigation? Okay, this is the one. Okay, we have to see this. Okay, why? Okay, so I think today mostly it will be like what are the questions we need to ask for tomorrow's live, like for the notification, why we did some of the things. So okay, this is done. This is on did. This is saying like if the notification did run, right? And this is the on date receive. So on date receive background notification response. Call this method. Callback need to be annotated with the pragma to ensure that they are not stripped out by .compiler. Okay. Callback is fired when a user selects a notification action that should show the application or user interface. Application was running. To handle when a notification launches application, use get notification app launch details for notification action that don't show the application user interface. On the response callback is invoked on the background isolate. Okay. So this one here, don't use print, but instead of print, let's make it debug print. Let's see. So reload the page. Bring up the Android emulator. So when you click on this, you get a notification. When you click on notification, okay, you can see, right? Clicked on action. But we're not getting this print, right? Why so? Okay, we have to see this also. So there is one issue here also. Okay, the initialization is done. So let's go to the app now and see what we did there. First, we declare notification enabled. Is Android permission granted? Total notification resolve performed. Present the underlying performance to second permission given type response being conflict subclass. This returns whether the post notification permission is granted. Null database it returns whether the notification is just which they are by default. Okay. It checks for if it's granted or no. Then it requests for permission if it's not there, right? If it's Android, Android implementation, and okay. Request a permission for transaction cancel the contract. Okay, this will request for permission that I got. So this is for checking, and this one. Okay, this two we can handle because we already uses a package. We already use a package for notification, right? Okay, this we can handle. Then we configure did receive local notification subject. What is this? So streams are created. This one did receive local notification stream, right? I think we declared this also in the global scope, right? Here of type received notification. So what we do here is one second. It's a stream controller of type receive notification dot broadcast, right? But who will enter data here? Who will give the data here? This I get that you are listening to it here, that I know. But who is heading data? Okay, we have to see this. Okay, so this who added data here. So what is show notification doing? If you go to the end, right? First is notification details, your channel ID, your channel name, this important priority ticker. I don't get this stream, like how is it getting data? This one, right? Did receive. So there are three instances, I guess. Somewhere we are putting it. So this is the where it creates a stream controller. Okay. Then and here it's trying to listen to this. That also I get. But when do you add data here? One second. Okay, seems like we don't need this as of now. That is why this stream never plays out, right? This will be when we start adding button to it. Okay, so that is not there for now. Okay, then this is correct. This stream we know this stream is being listened directly on when you initialize it, right? If you see here, right, when you select it, it writes, or whenever you select notification or you select even the action ID, right, it puts it here. That we get. Now let's see the show notification thing. Where is show notification? This one. So it needs a plugin. I think we can put this directly on the isolate, right? So let's see on the timer isolate. Let's go to the timer isolate, and here on this callback, what will we put it here? Will it cause any problem? So things are solved, and here okay, save this. And reload this page. No error. Put up a timer. Call a timer for 10 seconds. Wait for 10 seconds. No, we did not get the notification, right? Why is that? Will we even know what the error is? Okay, this is on the isolate. I don't think we can call from the isolate. I don't think so. We need to call it from the main isolate, right? So what if we use this in the listen itself, right? In the provider, when we are listening, what if we use it here? Get this. That expression can only be used in an async time, but where the rest. This is an async. Okay, it says for this, right? Don't use avoid then. Reload the page, and from the views we need to remove. Yes, we removed it. Click here. Yes, we get the notification. Everything is working for us seamlessly. This is what we want. So we got the basic of things working, but yeah, there are many questions unanswered and we're not even following the best practices. some of the things what we can do in the next live, right? Most probably on Monday. First is we need to add action button so that we know, and the messaging should change, right? Messaging should be, I think messaging we can change it now itself. Okay, let's do one thing. In the provider, here, what can be that title? The title can be we can bring it from the data actually. So let's go to the view. In the send, here we can pass this map, right? So here we can say name. I'll put it the title, right? Title. What will the title be? The title will be whatever matches this. There is one problem. So here do you have access to state? We do have access to state. So we'll have access to state, right? So we can do timer. Current time equals state dot value dot filter where and here if you get the idea of it, right? So in this views, what if we pass the unique ID? Not the unique ID actually. We need to get the key of it, right? Select it equals to null, and here we'll pass selected key equals to key. It cannot be final. It will be of type string. Let's make this. Let's make this as nullable. Okay. So selected key, and here we can pass the selected key actually. Selected key. Okay. In the provider, we can say this is the. We will get the ID of there, right? The key is the ID where timer dot ID is equals to data. So this will be a iterable dot to list so now we'll get the if there is any item here, right? And dot first throws a state error if this is empty, otherwise return the first element. Okay, it will throw an empty. Timers, if timers dot length is greater than 0, The expression doesn't evaluate to match function, so it cannot. Okay. Here there is timer and the length. Instead of okay. It's not. If it's not empty, the level expression can't be used as a condition. Try checking that the value isn't null before. Okay. If timers and it's not equals to null. I've already checked it, right? That the value isn't a null before using the condition. I don't get it. Condition must have static type of bool size changing the time. It's not empty. Okay. It needs to follow this way or we cannot check it. If it's not empty, what we'll do is and so we'll create this title and our thing so what if it is string title equals to title, and here we'll put title equals to timers dot first dot name. Okay, and here we can use the title. Okay, the title will get here, and to get it we will up to here. Okay, the plain body is we don't need a body for now. That title will do fine, and let's see, run this. We have reloaded it. Everything seems to be running. Clear this out and let's wait for 10 more seconds. Yes, we have the boiled milk thing. And why doesn't this go away of its own? Okay, it does go. Yes, we have the plain boiled milk, right? So this will do for now, but we want to make some changes, like when we click on timer, can we in that instance only put up a notification that cannot be dismissed? They'll have action button to dismiss it, but it cannot be dismissed otherwise, and based on that we can perform some actions. Okay, so let's see if we can do that, and if we can do that, that will be fine, but I think that will be for next live. So today we have achieved is getting the notification to work. It may not be the best way we've achieved. Main is completely dirty. It's lot of code on the main, and there are a lot of global scope thing like the class and all that. We'll clean that up, but yeah, at least we have the alarm working, the notification working. Then next live we'll try to clean both of them and make them work more appropriately, and I think the app is shaping up. After this we'll just have one more thing, that is the authorization. The authorization should be simpler using Firebase. Once this is done, then I think we'll start pushing it to Android Play Store and see how it works. Okay, that's it. Click on this, and if you get a notification, you can dismiss it. Okay, that's working for us, and it should be fine. So I think that should be for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next. Bye everyone.